Okay, so hello everyone.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, okay, welcome to our lesson today. Today our topic is what do you like, which is talking about our free time activities, or the easier word to say is hobbies, right? So while talking about that, we are going to focus on present simple and present continuous tenses. Okay? Are you guys excited for today's class?
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Okay, good. So we will move on. Uh, let's talk about what we're going to today. What are we going to do today, right? So we will talk about our hobbies and free time activities, as I mentioned earlier, and we will practice talking about that using present simple and present continuous tense. We will describe what we do using those tenses, lah. Okay. So this will help you say what you usually do and what you're doing these days using the correct tenses. So we will also have an activity, a simple fun activity to do, make you understand better about these tenses. So let's talk about that, yeah. Moving on to slide 3. So the strategy that I came up with is very easy and fun. It's called think, pair, and share. So there are 3 stages in this. So the first one will be think, where you will think or reflect quietly for a minute or two. Think about what you like to do using both tenses. Think about what are your favorite things to do during your free time. But remember to apply the tenses in it, right? And then teacher will pair you in the chat box randomly with your friends, and you will talk with them, sharing your ideas about what you both like to do, like share each other what are your hobbies individually. Okay, so at that part you will get to know about your partner more lah, especially about their hobbies. And then the last stage, you will you will share to the class. Teacher will pick a random pair and you will share to the class about what you have talked in the chat box. Do you understand?
Yes,
Any
teacher.
Yes,
questions?
teacher.
Okay, good. So this way everyone gets a chance to practice speaking and listening, right? Before we move on to the activity, I have a video to simply share you guys to just let you students get the idea of what today's topic is about, right? It's a very simple short video. So I'll play it in YouTube, but before that, I'll also share the link in the chat box just in case if my connection is a bit problematic, or maybe if you fail to view the video from my slide, yeah. So while watching this video, I want you to think carefully about 3 questions. One is, what are they doing? Just watch the video. It's a very simple animation video, so it's easy for you to find what are they doing. And observe what do they like doing. Look into what are they saying that they like doing, right? So finally, think about yourself, where what do you like doing? What about you? And then we will share about your answers later. Can we watch the video now? I can play it.
English Sing Sing.
Hobbies and interests. What do you like doing? Playing the guitar. I like playing the guitar in music class. Playing the guitar. Reading books. I like reading books in the library. Reading books. Drawing. I love drawing with crayons. Drawing. Watching TV. like watching TV on the weekend. Watching TV. Cooking. I love cooking for my parents. Cooking. Singing. I love singing in front of people. Singing. Dancing. I love dancing to hip-hop music. Dancing. Listening to music. I love listening to music before I go to sleep. Listening to music. Playing games. I love playing games with my brother. Playing games. Swimming. I enjoy swimming in the ocean. Swimming. Hiking. I like going hiking in the mountains. Hiking. Taking photographs. I love taking photos of my pet. Taking photographs. Playing basketball. I love playing basketball after school. Playing basketball. Riding a bicycle. I enjoy riding a bicycle at the park. Riding a bicycle.
Review.
Cooking. Dancing. Drawing. Hiking. Listening to music. Playing basketball. Playing games. Playing the guitar. Reading books. Riding a bicycle. Singing. Swimming. Taking photographs. Watching TV.
Alright, how was the video, guys? Was it okay? Did you think about the questions that I asked you to reflect on while watching it?
Yes, teacher.
Alright, okay. So, now I have been mentioning about present simple and present continuous tense, right? So you may wonder how those tenses work. So I'm here to explain that before we move on to our activity. So let's review the tenses, alright? So for present simple, we use this for things we do regularly or as a habit. For example, we have I play football or I read books. So it's something that you do on a regular basis, like every single day, like a routine, right? So for example, you say I read books, it's something that you specifically save your time, for example, like 15 minutes per day, you read book every day, right? Because that's something you like to do. So that is when you use present simple tense. And present continuous, we use this for things happening like right now or these days, which means like, for example, let's just say you have picked up a new habit or a new hobby, which means like let's just say we have here as an example, I'm playing football these days and I'm reading a book now, right? So that's something that you've just recently started doing, like you want to try a new hobby, so you say that now. I can also take myself as an example, like I am teaching now. So if you realize, we have the ing beside the verb for continuous tense, because if you see for present simple, the examples are I play football and I read books. So when it comes to present continuous, it has I am playing football and I am reading a new book now. So just remember that when it comes to continuous, you just add an ing in the sentences, okay? Don't worry, we will practice about these tenses when we talk about the activity. We during with the pair lah, we'll discuss more and you will get to learn more deeply about it, right? So try to remember these tenses when you need to share your answers, okay? So far, is everything okay?
Okay. Yes, teacher.
All right, thank you for the response. So that is about it for the introduction. And before anything, I think it's also important to look upon the common mistakes that we, as students or even as teachers, we do while using the tenses.
All right. Now let's take a look at some common mistakes people often make when using the present simple and present continuous tenses. Okay. Look on the look at the first sentence. So on the cross mark, the sentence says, I playing football. That's not correct. Okay. This one should be I am playing football, because you need to use I am before the ing verb in present continuous. Okay, next example. This one says on the you can see on the cross mark. This one says I am play football. That's not right. Okay, this sentence is present simple, so the correct form is I play football. So if you use am, then the verb must end with ing. Okay, like I am playing football. This is present simple, so no am needed here. Okay, and the last one, here it's the on the cross mark, here it says I doing baking. That also incorrect. This should be I am doing baking. And make sure you always use am with the present continuous. Okay, these are very common mistakes, so don't feel bad if you make them. And when you practice later, try to remember these corrections, and I'll be here to help if you need it. Okay, you guys okay with that? You guys okay with that? Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now let's moving on the next slide. Okay. Okay, now that we have talked about the common mistakes, so let's move on to something fun. Later, you're practicing with a partner, okay? And in this activity, you will ask and answer a few simple questions using two tenses we have just learned: present simple and present continuous. Okay, let's look at the first question. What do you do in your free time? Okay, this question uses the present simple. Why? Because we are asking about regular habits, the things you usually do, like every weekend or after school. Okay, now the second question is, what are you doing these days? This one uses the present continuous tense because it's asks about something you are doing now or around this time, not necessarily every day. It could be a new hobby or activity that you have just started, like something happening during this period in your life. Okay, let's go through some example answer to help you out. For the first question, what do you do in your free time? You can say, I play badminton. That's something you do regularly. So we use the present simple. I play, not I'm playing, okay? For the second question, what are you doing these days? You can say, I am learning the guitar these days. This shows it's a current or temporary activity, so we use the present continuous. I am learning. Okay, if you're not sure which tense to use, then you ask yourself, is this something I do all the time? Then you use present simple. And if and is this something I am doing now or recently? Then you use present continuous. Understand?
Yes, teacher, understood.
Teacher.
Okay, when you practice with your partner, try to use both tenses correctly. Don't just focus on grammar. Really try to express yourself. Okay, using both present simple and present continuous will make your English sound more natural, just like how people really talk in everyday life. It's okay to make mistakes. This activity is for learning, not for being perfect. Okay. Teacher, sorry. Teacher, you
Okay,
didn't
sorry.
unmute.
Okay, sorry.
I
Okay,
think
sorry, class.
you're mute.
Okay. Hello, class. Okay, sorry for trouble. Okay. So we going forward to the activity. So today our topic is about hobbies. Okay, so for these activities, okay, we will go more deeper into the hobbies. Okay, class, do you have hobby, class? Can I know?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, right now I want you to think quietly for a minute, 1 minute, and you ask for yourself. Okay, ask yourself, what did you do in your free time? Okay, and what am I doing these days? Okay, so you can use present simple and continuous. Okay, like previous. Okay, our teacher also said. Okay, we can use this not to make perfect, but to learn more. Okay, so we are moving to the next slide. Okay, okay, class. So right now, I will make you guys into pair. Okay, so I will pairing Dia with the Dia with Stella, and then Zulaika with Norwinda, Rini Sabrina with Nur Alia. Okay, you guys can use checkbox to check Okay, so what you need to do is ask each other that what do you do in your free times and what are you doing these days. So making short, our topic today is about hobby. So you can ask your friend about their hobby and did she what did she doing in her free time. Okay, so you can take turn to ask and answer. Okay, I hope this can help each other and try your best. Okay.
Okay, everyone. Before we share with the world, let's quickly go over the rules. Think quickly first. Take turns speaking. Use present simple and present continuous. Listen carefully to your partner. Be respectful and kind. This rule helps us have a good, friendly discussion. When you share, try to use the correct tense and listen to each other carefully. The next slide. Okay, now let's share with the whole class. Can I have one or two volunteers to tell us what their partner said? Zulaika, you can?
Yes, teacher can.
Okay. Remember to use the correct when you share. Okay? What your partner?
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat?
Huh?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
My question is my question is what hobbies does your
My partner hobby is camping.
are the good hobbies, and can you explain why your partner choose these hobbies?
Okay, she choose these hobbies because she love nature and she love to spend more time with her family and she love to back to the nature.
I love to hear your answer. Thank you so much for sharing, Zulaika. And thank you also to all the students who attend class today. That's the end of our class. Well done, everyone.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.